I have nothing to say before the intro today. Today's question for Question Tuesday is actually not a question that was asked of Vlog Driver. It was a question that was asked of BangGeek8408. I mean, okay, they're the same person, but it was directed to BangGeek8408's channel. This question is actually one of several questions that was asked by Random Acts of COD, and I've yet to address any of them, so here's one of them. Essentially, this question has to do with what I'm going to refer to as the Twilight romance phenomenon. Basically, if you haven't read Twilight, this is like where Bella arrives at Forks, Washington, and every guy who meets her wants to get into her pants. There really isn't a single male in the book that can see Bella as just a friend. They all want to have a romantic relationship with her. And unfortunately, this is not a phenomenon that's unique to Twilight. It occurs in a lot of YA romance. It's even a phenomenon that occurs in really good YA literature. Take Looking for Alaska, for instance. Now, I love Looking for Alaska. I think it's an excellent novel, but Pudge has two female friends in this novel, and he makes out with both of them. In the book Thief, there are romantic undertones between Liesel and Rudy, I think his name is. I don't know, it's been a while since I've read that book. And these are both excellent books that are not romantic books, but the phenomenon is still there. So Random Acts of COD's question is essentially, do I feel that male-female pure platonic friendships are underused? Think about some of the books that you've read, and think about how many of them have a male-female pure friendship that does not have any romantic undertones whatsoever. Can you think of any? I can think of one. Harry Potter. In Harry Potter, we have the Harry-Hermione friendship, and despite what the Harry-Hermione shippers say, that was never anything more than a platonic friendship. Yes, people thought that they were dating, and yes, Ron was jealous of Harry, and that actually represents the attitude towards male-female relationships. People tend to think that if a male character and a female character are hanging out a lot, they must be dating. But Harry never felt anything for Hermione beyond friendship, and Hermione never felt anything for Harry beyond friendship. And the Harry-Hermione relationship is one of the most beautiful in literature. And this is probably one of the things that always really bugged me about Harry-Hermione shippers. They always tried to insert romance into a place where it was not necessary. Harry and Hermione have a bond that is in many ways deeper than the bond of a romantic relationship. And the fact that their friendship is so strong and so pure that they can love each other without having to have romantic feelings for each other is what makes it such an incredibly beautiful relationship. And if there had ever been any hint of any feelings beyond friendship from either Harry or Hermione, it would have completely destroyed that relationship. And unfortunately, in trying to think of other such relationships, I couldn't think of any. There is, however, one other book that I would like to talk about. The book is called 24 Girls in 7 Days. It was written by Alex Bradley, and I think it was actually the very first book that I reviewed on this channel. The first half of the book gives every appearance of being your typical YA romantic comedy. And in fact, the first half of the book culminates with the protagonist falling in love with his best friend. But after they've been dating for about a week, they both kind of realize, you know what, this is really stupid. Why are we doing this? And the point of that whole exchange even occurring is just to say, sometimes a friendship is just a friendship. Just because a guy and a girl are really good friends and they hang out a lot does not mean that they are meant to be with each other. And unfortunately, literature does that a lot. And so to answer the original question, yes, I do think that it's underused in literature. And if you can think of any other examples of that kind of relationship that doesn't have any romantic undertones, please tell me in the comments. And so thank you, Random Acts of COD, for an excellent question. Please feel free to give your own answers in the comments or in a video response, and I'll see you next time. Bye.